everyone, welcome. Today is Emotion Code, Body Code, and Belief Code Thursday. So this is very exciting because these are very powerful. These can change your life. This has changed my life. The codes have changed my life. And so it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. And I like to treat this I like to have fun when I do this. Because I'm not a serious person. I'm a serious person, but I like to have fun. And since we do uncover some juicy stuff, I don't want it to be scary. This stuff is not scary. When I was working on myself and working through my trauma, I was just like, I don't want to look at it. I don't want any part of it. It was really scary to me. And so I kind of wish that more people were kind of like, yes, we're doing this. Like, let's get rid of it, because this can be life-changing. Whether you book a mini session with me or you are just observing, this is going to change your life. You're not going to be the same person after today. And that is something to celebrate. We don't have to talk about your trauma. We don't have to relive your trauma. And you can heal from it. That's exciting. So we're going to be working with the subconscious mind today, because the subconscious mind knows everything about you, everything you've done, seen, said, tasted, and it knows what little trinkets or souvenirs that you've collected from the past that's contributing to any physical, emotional, or mental symptoms in your body. So by doing this, I just welcome your subconscious mind over here, and I do muscle testing here. I will not be able to read your mind. We're all connected. So everything in our body represents something. So there are good things that we're holding on to, and there are not so good things that we're holding on to. Balls of energy is what we're going to be identifying today. Now, this ball of energy could be the size of your fist, holds information. So it can hold an emotion, the emotion that you created from the past, you're still feeling. It's very dense. It's ooey gooey bagooey. It can be tied to a limiting belief. And it can sometimes, and it is tied to a memory. Sometimes it can create a limiting belief. And so you're holding this ball of energy, or balls of energy, things from the past. You didn't know how to process, and you decide to hold on to it because we're all hoarders. It's holding up space in our bodies, in your body, my body. And by doing that, we're living in the past. Our mind loves us so much that when we have emotional experience and we hold on to it, it wants us to survive. And so if it wants us to survive, it's going to create beliefs about the world around us, about ourselves and other people. So the first 7 years of our lives is probably the time we're most influenced by everything, because we're soaking everything up. We have no ability to reason. And so when we see something, we see it as truth. We believe, depending on what you believe in, we believe that a man wearing a red suit came through a chimney and gave us presents, and we didn't question it. So that's how influenced we can become, because we just see things as truth. So the first 7 years of our lives, we are collecting beliefs. So we're going to use the D20s from D&D to make this more, to help you out. So in regards to the belief code, well, just in the codes in general, emotion code, body code, or belief code, we're collecting things, balls of energy. And so these represents limiting beliefs. So they're separate. Like, this belief is probably, I'm not worthy. This one is, I'm not good enough. We absorb these the first 7 years of our lives. And so our subconscious mind is putting them in little containers. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. Cool. So then we take these and we have a human experience. And so sometimes we experience something that we don't like. It hurts us. We create an emotion. We don't know what to do with the emotion, so we hold on to it. We don't let it go. So since this ball of energy is holding the emotion and tied to the memory, the mind will create a belief around it. And so you have a new belief, a limiting belief about the world. Now, sometimes it's separate. And sometimes it's a brand new belief. And so your subconscious mind will put it in a new bin. But if it is related to either I'm not good enough or I'm not worthy, it will add to it. It will add to this. Have another experience. Subconscious mind's like, this is kind of related to I'm not good enough. Puts it in there. Have another experience. that's really related to I'm not good enough. So then you have a bin full of beliefs, and you can remove it. You can work on yourself and you can remove it, but you still have other beliefs contributing to I'm not good enough. So this represents your belief tree. So that's the belief code. We're going to be removing this. Now, emotion code, we focus on those emotions. The emotions you created, you didn't know what to do with, and you decided to hold on to them. Very powerful. Emotions are probably the most important thing to remove, because that's the thing that created beliefs, holding on to memories and so forth. There are different types of emotions you can have in your body. We have common, which is yours, your business. We have absorb, so you absorb them into your body. You have shared, so you and another person or a group of people share the same emotion and they fuse together. They're like besties, like BBFs. Yeah, BBFs. Yes, that's right. And they're fused together. There are preconception. Yes, preconception. I always say I always say it wrong, but preconception, past lives. Inherited, get your baggage from your family members, your ancestors. And then prenatal, which is when you were in the womb. There are charts. There are 60 emotions that can be uncovered. Your subconscious mind is picking the closest one to it. There are tons and tons and tons of different emotions that we can experience, but our subconscious mind doesn't speak language, it speaks energy. So it's kind of look at the chart, be like, this ball of energy represents anxiety. And then we can uncover the age of when it occurred. So that's the emotion code. We kind of went over the belief code a little bit, but let's talk about the body code. Now, the body code has everything in it. It is everything about you, mind, body, and soul. We have limiting beliefs, we have emotions, we have belief systems, we have imbalances. So we focus on your mind. So anything that the subconscious mind has labeled as stranger danger, any beliefs about the world. And then we have imbalances. So anything that's a little off. Anything that's a little unhappy. We have toxins, so anything energetically, stress is technically a toxin. Maybe you have some energetic like poisons in you, like your physical body took care of it, but the life force of this toxin is still within you. We have pathogens, energetic or physical. I already discussed misalignments and nutrition and lifestyle. Within each category are subcategories within subcategories. So we're going to get very detailed as to what you're holding on to. Now, we're not going to get detailed into your business. I'm not digging up into your skeleton closet. Like I said, your subconscious mind speaks in energy. So it's going to look at all of its organization, all the filing cabinets, and it's going to relabel them that relates to the body code, the belief code, and the emotion code. And the belief code, what we're doing is we're finding the bins that has little statements, little beliefs within them that create this tree. There are different layers of the tree, which represents different layers of the mind. We start with the conscious mind. So these may manifest as thoughts or fears. And then we sweet talk our way to the subconscious mind and the unconscious mind. We can't go full-blown unconscious mind. It just doesn't work that way. We have to sweet talk it. We have to be best friends with it. We have to gain its trust. And so each level represents the different levels of your mind. So we start with the conscious mind, which is the branches. We go to the conscious mind. The subconscious mind is the trunk. The roots are your unconscious mind. And if you're lucky, we have soil, which is something that was absorbed within you, and it is the foundation. And then so then after that, we gather all of those things, we identify the tree, we find the fuel source, remove it, we chop it down, and then we replace the subconscious gap, and we no longer have that belief system. Very powerful. Belief systems hit different, so there's probably going to be a processing period. So if you're interested, you can always sign up, but if you kind of want to see what's going on, you can benefit just by watching. This energy is limitless. I do not put limits on this energy. So if you resonate with any of the things that are uncovered, be like, oh my gosh, this woman, I feel like she's speaking to me. When we start releasing, I want you to start setting those intentions, then it gets released from you as well. So you can heal. We can heal together. Hello, Adam. I will call it secondhand healing because you are the observer, but you're getting the full-blown healing, okay? All right, let's connect. So I'm going to, for every session today, I'm going to bring in the gang. Now, my gang are angels, ancestors, anybody who wants to participate in this party, and I invite that your team joins in on the fun and your higher self. We're going to be talking to your higher self and your subconscious mind. Crown is tingling. This is good. Like, the Reiki is flowing. Like, that's how everything is engaged right now. Like, my hands are on fire. So we're gonna have a little bit of Reiki and some codes today. So I'm gonna bring the gang in, and for your highest good, let's release this self-doubt. So I'm going to move my subconscious mind aside, welcoming Jim over here, and we're locked on and connected. So, do you have a faulty core belief system in regards to self-doubt? Yes. Can you release this now? Yes. So, what did I just do there? We have to have a communication with the subconscious mind. We have to ask some questions, get permission. So I said, hey, Jim subconscious, do we have something going on, a faulty core belief that has to do with self-doubt? The subconscious mind was like, yes. We're like, great. Awesome. Thank you. Can we work on this now? And the subconscious mind was like, yes, we can. Sometimes we can't work on it because if we were doing a one-on-one session together, maybe it was towards the end of the session, your subconscious mind is like, listen, you have a belief system, but you are tapped out. And we have to respect the subconscious mind. We just have to. Or we have to work on other things first in order to work on the actual, the intention that we have. But since we have gotten the green light, let's go ahead and begin. Hello, Joshua. So you have a belief system? Yes. Okay, with that, just wanted to double check. So what kind of tree? So there are different types of trees that you can have, and you have a basic tree. A basic tree has a little bit of everything. We have the branches, the trunk of the tree, the roots, and if you're lucky, the soil. So we're going to start with the branches. This is your conscious mind. This may manifest with thoughts or behaviors. If you do not resonate with some of these statements, sometimes we have to see the whole picture, and sometimes it's the meaning behind it. It's not so much the words, but what does that feel like to you? The subconscious does not speak language, it speaks energy. So sometimes we have to kind of look at it in a different way. Like a pumpkin spice tree, yes! So, the branches are called negative programs. So we're gonna find this out. Let me get to my handy dandy phone over here, and we're locked on and connected. Let's begin. So what are the negative programs? Passion, sacral chakra, and time. I can't do it now. I can't do it now. Self-doubt. I can't do it now. Right? We've already done a cannonball into the root cause. All right. So do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Passion. Trust. I need to trust other people. How do you interpret this one? I need to trust other people. I just need to trust them, or it's like, I need to trust other people. So this can be, I just lost what I was gonna say. You feel like you have to trust people, every single person you have to trust, or you're struggling with the need to trust people. So it's really however you interpret it, okay? Thank you. Do you need to know more? No. Is there, hey, oh my gosh, how are you, Amir? Is there another negative program? Yes. Survival. We're in the root chakra now. Control. I need blank. Hold on. I need, and this is a substance. Now, it doesn't mean you're doing drugs. The substance could be sugar. That that's my substance. I need sugar. Whenever, you know, you have an emotion and you just like, this is me. I'm just like, I need to do something. I need sugar. And so I'll get some cake. I'll get some Pringles, and so forth. So it's a substance. So it's something that you go to, that you need, instead of facing your emotions. We're all guilty of this. What is that? And maybe you don't know. It could be something innocent as you just go and you watch YouTube. You watch Netflix. You watch Futurama. So do you need to know more? No. I am not British. I have ancestors from the great country of the UK. Okay, so do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Insight, third eye. Defect. I am too sensitive. So maybe you've been told you were sensitive. Maybe you're too hard on yourself. I'm too sensitive. Maybe you're emotional, and there's nothing wrong with emotions. Maybe in regards to self-doubt, maybe you're just afraid of getting hurt and putting yourself out there. There are so many different ways to interpret this. I am from the great state of Ohio in the United States. Corn country. So do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? No. Is there a limiting belief? Yes. So we gathered everything in the branches, in the conscious mind. Now we're getting deeper into the mind. This is the subconscious mind. You may resonate with these statements, you may not. So sometimes, again, we have to see the whole picture. So what are the limiting beliefs? Survival. Codependency. I spend all my life giving, but I never get anything in return. I spend all my life giving, but I never get anything in return. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another is there another limiting belief? No. Is there another limiting belief? No, there was just one limiting belief. Hey, Katie. All right. So that was a juicy one in itself. So is there a faulty core belief? Yes. So faulty core belief, we're at the roots. So this is the original statement that kind of blossomed that created the tree. That was the foundation that your subconscious mind started referring to. It's like, oh yes, this resonates with this resonates with the self-doubt. So what is it? Survival. Victim. Seven. My life is stressful. My life is stressful. I know the work you do. Confirm true. Confirm true. So, do you need to know more? No. Is there another faulty core belief? No. Is there a faulty core identity? Yes. All right. This is the soil of the tree. So this is actually the foundation. At some point in the first 7 years of your life, you either witnessed something, experienced something, or someone said something to you and you believed it to be true. It could be something very innocent. How our brains work at that age, I don't even remember. It could be like if you have siblings and your parents gave your one sibling a piece of candy and not you, that could have like created all kinds of limiting beliefs. So we're going to find out what this is, and then we will legit guess. Okay. So what is the faulty core identity? Insight. Defect. I am not okay as I am. I am not okay as I am. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another faulty core identity? No. So we have your tree. It all started somehow. Your subconscious mind created the belief, I am not okay as I am. And then you're living your best life. You had an emotional experience, an intense emotion that created a new belief. And your subconscious mind was like, what does this go good with? What does my life is so stressful go with? Oh, it goes with, I am not okay as I am. So then as you keep going through life, you keep creating, your subconscious mind keeps adding beliefs that are similar to the foundation to protect you. We don't hate the subconscious mind. We love the subconscious mind because it loves you and it wants you to survive. But again, it can be a little too overprotected. So then you have, I spent all my life giving, but I never get anything returned because I am not okay as I am. I am too sensitive because I am not okay as I am. I need blank a substance because I'm not okay as I am. I need to trust other people because I am not okay as I am. And can even be now that I see this, I need to trust others, that you look outside yourself for the answers. You don't trust yourself within. I'm glad we're going to be chopping this tree down because we don't want it. So before we chop the tree down, we have to identify the fuel source. What is fueling this tree and what is this tree creating? Because if we just chop the tree down, it's just gonna come back up. It's like weeds. It's like weeds. So during this part, if anybody resonates with anything that comes up, set the intention to release it. I'm going to identify it and release it right away. Okay? You're like, I want the tea. Hey, we have to respect the mind. We have to respect the mind. All right. So are there any trapped emotions associated with this belief tree? Yes. Self-abuse. And as always, we're going to talk about the self-abuse. Self-abuse means a lot of different things. Number one, 90% of the time, it is negative self-talk. We're mean to ourselves. Okay. 2, not physically taking care of ourselves, not eating properly, getting enough sleep, and so forth, hydration. 3, physically harming ourselves. Okay? So do you need to know more? No? Let's release it. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of self-abuse. Did you release the trapped emotion of self-abuse? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Defensiveness. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of defensiveness. Did you release the trapped emotion of defensiveness? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Failure. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of failure. What's up? Did you release the trapped emotion of failure? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Anger. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of anger. Did you release the trapped emotion of anger? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? No. Now we're going to go to the body code because we just focus on your trapped emotions. So are there any other imbalances associated with this belief tree? Yes. Energy. If you resonate with anything right now that is uncovered, set the intention it gets released from you as well. All right, an idea allergy. So an idea allergy, again, is created by the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind loves you so much, okay? It loves you so much. It wants you to survive. So you have an intense emotion. It hurts. It hurts you. It crushes you. And the subconscious mind's like, whoa, 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 I never want to experience that again. No, no, no. So it takes a snapshot of your environment. Everything in there is now labeled as stranger danger. It is associated with that emotion, that intense emotion that you experienced. So when you believe that you healed from it, you move forward. And if you come into contact with anything similar to that situation, the environment, smells, person, whatever, your subconscious mind is going to start allowing those defense mechanisms to come through. Fight, flight, or freeze response, self-sabotage, anger, throwing a flashbang, and so forth to get you out of that situation. It's very similar to a fear or a phobia. So again, we love the subconscious mind. but it's a little overprotective. So your subconscious mind is going to guide us to the one that's closest to what it really is. The past repeating itself. Ooh. So do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the idea allergy to the past repeating itself. Did you release the idea allergy to the past repeating itself? Yes. Is there another imbalance? No. Y'all know what time it is. We cut the fuel source. So it is time to get your axes, get your machetes, get your chainsaw. You can even use your hands. It is time to chop this tree. Thank you, Laura. So let's begin. I set the intention to release the negative programs. I can't do it now. I need to trust other people. I need blank. I am too sensitive. Release the limiting beliefs. I spend all my life giving, but I never get anything in return. Release the faulty core belief. My life is stressful. Release the faulty core identity. I am not okay as I am. Did you release this tree? Yes, that was incredible. Okay, so we chopped it, we dug it up. Now we have a hole. We had to fill it or you're gonna feel really weird. Your subconscious mind's gonna go through like, what was here? This is odd. And you're gonna feel very off. So it's called a subconscious gap. We have the option of replacing it with positive statements or we just kind of cover it up. We put new soil down. Fresh soil. So do we need to replace the subconscious gap with positive statements? No. Can we just defrag? Yes. I set the intention to release a subconscious gap and defrag. Did you release the subconscious gap and defrag? Yes. Do you have a faulty core belief contributing to self-doubt? No. And we're disconnected. How do you feel? Let's go. So moving my subconscious mind aside, welcoming MacroMystic over here. We're locked on and connected. I'm so excited. So do you have a faulty? I will always see you as a wizard every time. A great wizard you are. So do you have a faulty core belief system in regards to defectiveness? Yes. Can you release this now? Yes. Let's go. Oh, I have to find out what tree you have. So you have a basic tree. You have all the layers of a basic tree. So we're going to start with the negative programs, which is your conscious mind. These may manifest as behaviors or thoughts, so you may resonate with them. And if you don't, that's okay. Sometimes we have to see the whole picture. All right. So what are the negative programs? Divine crown chakra. Oh, let me get my pen. Higher self. I will never create anything. I will never create anything. I will never create anything. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Insight. Third eye. Defect. I fear that others will find out how bad I am. We are not co-signing for this one. I am glad we were working on this, and I will enjoy chopping this tree down. I will enjoy chopping this tree down. How bad I am. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Survival, root chakra, safety. I can't protect myself. I can't protect myself. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another? Oh yeah. Have that chainsaw at the ready, okay? Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Okay, let's get rid of this. Passion, sacral chakra. Trust. It's not safe to trust name. So it's not safe to trust blank. So a name, group of people, a specific person, maybe it's even yourself. Maybe that's you. Maybe that's you. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? No. Is there a limiting belief? Yes. All right. So we made it to the next level. And now we are uncovering the subconscious mind stuff. So you may resonate with these, you may not, because we're getting deeper in the mind. We just can't, we're not consciously aware of them. So what are the limiting beliefs? Survival, worth, okay. Okay. So before I say what this is the, don't look at the name, the label that I'm about to say, okay? What does that feel like? Not saying you are, but what does that feel like? So what came up is I'm a skank. What does that feel like? Not saying that you are, but it could be guilt. It could be shame. You know, a form of rejection. Okay? So it doesn't have to be the actual statement, but the emotion behind it, the feeling behind it. Thank you. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? Yes. Survival. Sabotage. I am doomed. You can even see this, like maybe bad things kept happening. You're like, am I cursed or something? Like, am I doomed? Am I being punished? Shame for sure. Yes. Similar, this came up with someone that I knew or I know, and it was more of like being rejected, like just that shame and that guilt that come that with that. So it doesn't mean that you're actually that. Grew up there we go. Okay. All right. So do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? Yes. Survival. Control. I don't want to give up control. I don't want to give up control. This can be a safety thing. You know, when you're in control of something, there are no surprises. You know everything that's going on. So it can be a safety and a comfort. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? No. Is there a faulty core belief? Yes. Faulty core belief. We're at the roots. We have made it to the unconscious mind. Usually one statement, but this is the original statement that fueled this tree. So let's find out what it is. Survival. Victim. I am inferior to blank. So this is getting juicy. It really is. This is a very juicy tree. So I'm inferior to blank. And it can be based on how you grew up, based on the religion. I don't know. Only you know, because this is your tree. So do you need to know more? No. Is there another faulty core belief? No. Is there a faulty core identity? Yes. First 7 years of your life, you're just soaking things up. Soaking things up. Something you witnessed, experienced, or was said to you and you believed it was true. And your mind, the first 7 years of your life, wants you to survive. So it is soaking up all the information. How do I survive? What does this mean? What does that mean? How do I do things? So it tells you about yourself other people, and the world around you. So let's find out what this is. Survival. Sabotage. I am immoral. I am immoral. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another faulty core identity? No. Lord have mercy, is this a tree? So, all right. So the first 7 years of your life, somehow, some way, you absorbed the statement, I am immoral. And then you had, it was just one belief. You had an experience, an emotional experience that was, I'm inferior to blank. And your subconscious mind was like, well, this is related to this, so I'm going to put them together, and a tree was born. And so then every time you moved forward in life and you had an emotional experience, your subconscious mind was looking at this belief and like, is this something new or should I add it to something else? It was like perfecting this tree, making sure that you were protected. And so it created, I don't want to give up control. I am doomed. It's not safe to trust blank. I fear others will find out how bad I am because I am immoral. I will never create anything because I am immoral and I am inferior to blank. Do you see how everything kind of relates to one another? All right, so we have identified the tree. And so now we have to find the fuel source. What is fueling this tree? And what is the tree creating for you? So we're gonna start with the trapped emotions. You resonate for sure, awesome, a very good tree. Very good. Very good. I'm very excited that we're chopping this down. And like I said, I'm going to really enjoy this one. Very religious houses. So I feel this. Awesome, Katie. Awesome. I'm glad you resonate. All right. So we're going to find out what the trapped emotions are. And these are your trapped emotions. Now, from here on, for this portion, if anybody resonates with any of the trapped emotions or imbalances, set the intention it gets released from you as well. Okay? So are there any trapped emotions associated with this belief tree? Yes. Self-abuse. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of self-abuse. Did you release a trapped emotion of self-abuse? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Self-abuse. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of self-abuse. Did you release a trapped emotion of self-abuse? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Rejection. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of rejection. Did you release a trapped emotion of rejection? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? No. So now we're going to go to the belief code or body code, excuse me, too many B's. And we're going to see if there's any other imbalances. So are there any associated imbalances with this tree? Yes. So we have energy, mental, and a no will to. You are not going to co-sign this, acknowledge it, be around it. So a no will to energy is created during a time of sadness, hopelessness, feeling overwhelmed with life or physical pain, and you thought something with so much intensity that your mind grabbed it, ran away with it, and it became part of your personality. Your mind's going to pick the closest one to it. Now, these are worst case scenario. Like, they do not mess around. So if we get one of the sassy ones, don't get mad. We'll discuss it. I'll give lesser versions of it. Okay? All right. Receive support. You have no will to receive support. No, thank you. I'm good. Have a nice day. So do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the no will to receive support. TayaJoan. I see you, TayaJoan. Did you release the no will to receive support? Yes. Is there another imbalance? No. You know what time it is. We have identified the tree. We took the fuel source. Now it is time to chop that tree. So let's begin. All right. Oof, I'm excited for this one. Bye-bye, tree. All right. I set the intention to release the negative programs. I will never create anything. I fear that others will find out how bad I am. I can't protect myself. It's not safe to trust blank. Release the limiting beliefs. I'm a skank. I am doomed. I don't want to give up control. Release the faulty core belief. I am inferior to blank. Release the faulty core identity. I am immoral. Did you release this tree? Yes. All right. So now we have a gap. We have a hole there. We got to fill it. Or you won't feel real weird. So it's called a subconscious gap. So do we need to fill it with positive statements? No. Can we just defrag? Yes. So we're just going to cover it up. I set the intention to release the subconscious gap and defrag. Did you release a subconscious gap and defrag? Yes. Do you have a faulty core belief system in regards to defectiveness? No. And we're disconnected. How do you feel? How do you feel? SamBow. SamBow. Moving my subconscious mind aside, welcoming you over here. And we're locked on and connected. We're working on a heart wall. A heart wall is created by the subconscious mind, again, because it loves you. It wants you to survive. It is created by the subconscious mind when you experience intense emotions. It's like, oh, wait, oh, whoa, whoa. I never want to feel that again. So it creates a wall around your heart. It takes the emotions, the balls of energy already in your body, and it creates this wall. And so it's great. It's wonderful because you don't feel those negative emotions as much. You're starting to feel a little emotionally numb, but then you don't feel the positive emotions. Thank you for the rose. So what are signs of a heart wall? Chest pain, shoulder pain, back pain, neck pain, depression, anxiety, emotionally numb, and relationship difficulties. When you create love, you're sending love to someone like a Care Bear. Love is here. And then it has to go through your wall. So when it's going through the wall, that's made out of anxiety, depression, anxiousness, nervousness. It's pulling the frequency of love. It's pulling it down. So by the time it gets to someone, it's not love anymore. Who knows what it is? Same thing if someone's giving you pure love. It has to go through their heart wall, your heart wall. And when you get it, you're just like, thanks. So we don't want any of that. We want to bring in all that love. Okay. With this, once we identify the emotion and the age, we release it right away. So go ahead and set the intention to release it from you as well right now. Okay. All right. So we're connected still. So do you have a heart wall? Yes. You have a trapped emotion in your heart wall you can release right now. Yes. Here we go. Here we go. Grief. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, no. After 25, no. 20, 21, 22 years old. So 21, 22, or 23 years old, you experience grief. This could be a passing of someone, an ending, like ending of a relationship, or it is something you were really looking forward to that didn't pan out the way you wanted. Do I play Roblox? I do not. No. The one game I don't play. So do you need to know more? No. Let's release it. I set the intention to release the heart wall trapped emotion of grief. Did you release the heart wall trapped emotion of grief? Yes. And I forgot to say a disclaimer. If you do release a heart wall, sometimes they hit different and you can be a little emotional. Emotions may surface. It's normal with the heart wall. Okay. Just want to give that disclaimer. So you're just like, what is happening? It's fine. You're just healing. So do you have a heart wall? Yes. Do you have a trapped emotion in your heart wall you can release right now? Yes. Heartache. So before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, no. After 25, yes. 25, 26, 27. So around 27 years old, heartache. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the heart wall trapped emotion of heartache. Oof. Did you release the heart wall trapped emotion of heartache? Yes. Do you have a heart wall? Yes. Can you release a trapped emotion in your heart wall now? Yes. Confusion. Before 20, yes. Before 10, no. After 10, yes. After 15, yes. 15, 16, 17. So confusion around 17. We can all resonate with this one. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the heart wall trapped emotion of confusion. Did you release the heart wall trapped emotion of confusion? Yes. Do you have a heart wall? Yes. Do you have a trapped emotion in your heart wall you can release right now? Yes. Let's chop it down or knock it down. Whatever you do to a wall, do to a wall. I'm used to chopping things. All right. So discouragement. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, no. After 25, yes. 25, 26, 27, 28 years old. Discouragement around 28. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release a heart wall trapped emotion of discouragement. Did you release the heart wall trapped emotion of discouragement? Yes. Do you have a heart wall? Yes. Do you have a trapped emotion in your heart wall you can release right now? Yes. Sadness. Before 20, yes. Before 10, no. After 10, yes. After 15, no. 10, 11, 12 years old, sadness. Do you need to know more? No. Let's release it. I set the intention to release the heart wall trapped emotion of sadness. Did you release the heart wall trapped emotion of sadness? Yes. Do you have a heart wall? Yes. Do you have a trapped emotion in your heart wall you can release right now? No. Okay. So we're disconnected. So you released 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You released 5 trapped emotions in your heart wall. That's huge. You're going to notice a huge difference. You still have a heart wall. Now you can release this on your own. Usually when your subconscious mind's like, okay, this isn't so bad. Maybe we don't need these extra layers, and it can just kind of resolve itself. But how do you feel? Kim. Moving my subconscious mind aside, welcoming yours over here, and we are locked on and connected. Thank you. What is it? Timothy, thank you. Okay. Do you have any trapped emotions contributing to anything in regards to holding you back with money? Yes. Can you release this now? Yes. This is yours. Self-abuse. Negative self-talk. Negative self-talk. Usually it's that. Not physically taking care of yourself, not drinking enough water, not eating enough, not eating properly, and so forth, or physically harming yourself. So before 10, no. After 10, yes. After 15, no. 10, 11. So around 11 years old. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Yours. Self-abuse. Kim. It's all right, we're all guilty of it. Before 10, no. After 10, yes. After 15, no. 10, 11, 12. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. I was like, what are those things called again? They're called trapped emotions. Self-abuse. Kim. Kim. Do you need to, well, hold on. Let's rewind. Welcome back, Bryce. You're like, I know. We're all guilty of it. It's fine. Before 10, no. After 10, yes. After 15, no. 10, 11, 12 years old. And I mean, in your defense, like around that age, that age is tough. That age is tough. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. All right, well, this isn't even yours. This is inherited. You got this from one of your parents. So inherited rejection. Who'd you get this from? Your mom? No. Your dad? Yes. Is this your dad's? No, it's not your dad's. Did he get it from his mom? No, his dad. Yes. Is this his? Yes. So your grandfather. Your grandfather created it and gave it to your dad, who then gave it to you. And what's cool about this is that once we release it, anybody who has this is going to get released from them too. So you are healing the family, Kim. You are healing the family. If you want to sign up, just boot my face. Thank you, Spaghetti. Thank you, Spaghetti. So do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Inherited. Again, none of your business. Here you are trying to live your best life and you're just holding on to the family baggage. Unsupported. Did you get this from your mom? Yes. Is this hers? Yes. So this is your mom's. It's Amy! Amy! What's up, girl? Thank you. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. And this is absorbed. Again, none of your business, Kim. They're like, what? Why am I gathering this? So absorbed means that you just welcomed in this emotion. You're probably around someone who's experiencing a very intense emotion. Or sometimes when we empathize with people, like when we see someone's hurting, when we see someone is hurting, it's like, we want them to feel better. And sometimes when we do that, we bring in their emotions so they don't feel it anymore. Rah, rah. We're guilty of it. It's just part of who we are. And this is grief. Grief. So when did you absorb this? Before 10, no. After 10, yes. After 15, yes. 15, 16, around 16 years old, you're around someone experiencing grief and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm really sorry. Come here, give me a hug, and you absorbed it. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Now we're back to you. We have no one else to blame. We're not blaming though. You are responsible for this self-abuse, Kim. I'm just messing with you. Are we going to have to sass you? Are the Knights of the Cornbread going to have to collectively sass you? We'll do it. But with love. So before 10, no. After 10, yes. After 15, no. 10, 11, 12, 13 years old. Again, that is such a hard time. No one really can blame you for it. Yes, much needed. All right, everybody. I'm calling all Knights of the Cornbread. Kim here. A lot of self-abuse, meaning she's very mean to herself. She puts herself down probably a lot. If she makes mistakes, she's on her case. So can we send her some love and tell her that she is perfect the way she is? There's nothing wrong with her. She is unique. She is made to be unique. There's no one like her. So she is special. And that it's okay to make mistakes. We're human. That's how we learn. Think of it as experiments instead of mistakes. Be like, oops, not going to do that again. So, Kim, we love you. So, let's start being nice to ourselves. So, do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? No. All right. So, if anybody resonated with any of the trapped emotions that were uncovered, go ahead and set the intention it gets released from you as well, so you can get in on that second-hand healing. Let's begin. Thank you, Beth. Thank you, Beth. That was sweet. I want everybody to just like overwhelmingly send Kim some love. Overwhelmingly. Come on. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of self-abuse. Release the absorbed trapped emotion of grief. Release the inherited trapped emotion of unsupported. Release the inherited trapped emotion of rejection. Release the trapped emotion of self-abuse. Release the trapped emotion of self-abuse. And release the trapped emotion of self-abuse. Woo! Did you release these trapped emotions? Yes. Do you have any other trapped emotions contributing to money? No. And we're disconnected. How do you feel, Kim? What are we doing with highest priority? So highest priority just means we are giving the control to your higher self and your subconscious mind because it knows everything about you. So it knows what's creating the most havoc in your life. Now, disclaimer, these are usually the juicy ones. These are the ones that you pretend like don't exist. You brushed under the rug and act like they're not there. And your subconscious mind's like, oh, really? It's going to lift the rug and bring them forth. So sometimes they can be intense. Sometimes you can have an emotional response. Everybody is unique. So, highest priority, body code. All right, TayaJoan. Oh, no. Moving my subconscious mind aside, welcoming yours over here, and we're locked on and connected. Are you ready? I'm ready. All right, TayaJoan. Do you have any blocks or imbalances of the highest priority you can release right now? Yes. Energy. Allergy or intolerance. And an idea allergy. Woo-wee. An idea allergy is created by the subconscious mind You got hurt in the past. It hurt, really hurt, and your subconscious mind's like, never again. So it takes a snapshot. It takes a snapshot. And so anything in that environment, in that picture, is now labeled as stranger danger. If you come into contact with this idea, or about to go into contact with this idea, your fight, flight, or freeze response kicks in, your defense mechanism, self-sabotage, anger, anxiousness, you may throw some pocket sand. Whatever it is your body's way of trying to protect you and getting out of there. So it's very similar to a fear or a phobia. So if you are just like afraid of public speaking and you're about to talk to a bunch of people, how do you feel? Nauseous, your legs give out, you may puke, you may faint, you may sweat, have anxiety, and so forth. That is your body's way of protecting you. Your mind is going to pick the closest one to what it really is. Being wrong. Being wrong. If you are wrong, you just you beat yourself up. You have anxiety, fight, flirt, or freeze response kicks in, but you may not put yourself in, give yourself the opportunity to be wrong, or put yourself in a position where you can be wrong. So maybe you don't speak up, you don't take control of some things. And so there's so many ways you can look at this. So being wrong is stranger danger. I see you. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. So the journey continues. Energy, allergy or intolerance, idea allergy. These are good because a lot of times we get an emotional response and we don't know why. We get anxiety and we don't know why. We respond in a ridiculous way and we don't know why. And it's because of these. So once we start releasing them, those things won't bother you anymore, and you just oh yeah, cool, that's great, that's cool. You won't even pay attention to it. So another idea allergy. Receiving rewards. So rewards are not a one-size-fits-all. It is unique to you. Rewards could be compliments, recognition, people buying you things, people doing things for you. There's just so many ways to look at this. So it is unique. Unique New York. It is unique to you. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Energy, emotional, trapped emotion, and a common trapped emotion, stubbornness. I too am stubborn, and I don't see how this is a bad thing. All right, serious. So, did this happen before 20? No. After 20? Yes. After 30? No. After 25? Yes. 25, 26, 27, 28 years old. So around 28 years old, TayaJoan, you were a little stubborn, and that's okay. Do you need to know more? No. I do Reiki as well. Yes. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Thank you. I try to spice it up a little bit. Energy, offensive, a post-hypnotic suggestion. A post-hypnotic suggestion is not your own creation. You got it from an outside source. So for 7 years of your life, you could have welcomed this. And so it could be that, listening to music, watching TV, watching a movie, or from another person. You hear it over and over and over again, and your subconscious mind's like, what is this? And it welcomes it. Now, you may not believe this to be true. Why? Because your subconscious mind could be doing inventory management and be like, wait a second, this statement doesn't have a memory or an emotion tied to it. I don't remember creating this, so it rejects it. It's still taking up space in your energy system, but your mind isn't running it. What is Reiki? I will answer that once I'm done. All right, so what is this? I'm broken. I'm broken. If you don't believe this to be true, good. Awesome. Your subconscious mind figured it out. If not, that's fine. We're going to be getting rid of it anyway. So start saying your goodbyes. Start saying goodbye to you, sir or ma'am. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Circuit or system? Organ? Your stomach is unhappy. There are many reasons why your stomach can be unhappy. There's energy hanging out there. The communication between your mind and your stomach's off. Maybe your digestive system communication is a little off. There could be a lot there. But to get your attention, your stomach will manifest these symptoms into your body and be like, hey, 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 I'm unhappy. Fix me. Make it better. They're like toddlers. So discomfort in the neck, shoulder, wrist and elbow, acid reflux, stomach pain, ulcers, bloating, gas, diarrhea, constipation, and your stomach also generates the following emotions. So you may feel these emotions more than you would like, and they're your go-to emotions. And these are discomfort in the neck. Anxiety, despair, disgust, nervousness, worry, failure, helplessness, hopelessness, lack of control, and low self-esteem. So you may dabble in a couple of them, one or two, or all of them. It's your stomach. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes, TayaJoan, we are not messing around today. You're like, yeah, girl, Clean up that energy system. All right, trapped emotion, a common. Confusion. A little bit of confusion. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, no. After 25, yes. 25, 26, 27, 28 years old. Confusion around 28 years old. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? No. Okay, I thought we were going to be going to the moon. I was like, I'm for it. Let's go. So if anybody resonated with any of the blocks or imbalances that we just uncovered, go ahead and set the intention it gets released from you as well, and you can get in on this secondhand healing. Let's all heal together, shall we? All right, let's begin. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of confusion, reset and balance that stomach, release the post-hypnotic suggestion, I'm broken. Release the trapped emotion of stubbornness. Release the idea allergy to receiving rewards. Release the idea allergy to being wrong. Woo! Did you release these blocks and imbalances? Yes. Do you have any blocks or imbalances of the highest priority you can release right now? No. All right. Belief code is done. It is time for, body code is done. It is time for the belief code now. Do you have a faulty core belief system in regards to life being hard / a burden and just overwhelmed with life? Yes. Can you work on this now? Yes. Ooh. After I'm done with this person, I will answer your question. Okay, so what kind of tree do we have? We do have a basic tree. So it has all the parts to it, all the parts. I am sweating. So we're going to focus on the negative program. This is the branches. This is your conscious mind. They may manifest as thoughts or behaviors. All right. So what are the negative programs? Passion. So we're in the sacral chakra. Choices, choices, choices. I am confused about my choices. I am confused about my choices. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Divine. Crown chakra, forgiveness. 4, 6. I am damned. You can even look at it like based on what we're working on, like, oh my gosh, things keep happening in my life. Am I cursed? Like, am I being punished for something? So it can be anything like that. So do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Divine, crown chakra. forgiveness, they don't deserve to be forgiven. They don't deserve to be forgiven. Who is that? That's up to you. Could even be yourself. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Divine, crown chakra, success. Success will make me a bad person. Success will make me a bad person. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? No. Is there a limiting belief? Yes. Okay. We're no longer in the conscious mind. We move to the next level. This is the subconscious mind. So the trunk of the tree. You may resonate with these, you may not, just because we're getting deeper into the mind, and they're just kind of in the shadows, in the background. So what are the limiting beliefs? Survival, root chakra, safety. All is lost. All is lost. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? Yes. Love. Feelings. So heart chakra. We're in the heart chakra. I don't feel wanted. I don't feel wanted. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? Yes. Power, solar plexus, strength. I'm unable to know what is right for me. I am unable to know what is right for me. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? No. Is there a faulty core belief? Yes. Bryce, I told you once that I will answer that afterwards. If you spam me, I will put you in timeout. So a faulty core belief are the roots. So this is the original statement. There's usually one statement that like blossomed this tree. So let's find out what it is. Divine, crown chakra, purpose, being spiritual requires forsaking everything else. Being spiritual requires forsaking everything else. That's a heavy one. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another faulty core belief? No. Is there a faulty core identity? Yes. Thank you, Bryce. Okay, so faulty core identity. This is the soil. So you absorbed this the first 7 years of your life. You had no ability to reason, form conclusions. When someone said money is bad, you're like, yes, it is bad. And as an example, but it could be anything. So let's go ahead and find out what this is. Survival. Worth. I am not good enough. Ooh. I cannot wait to chop this tree. I am not good enough. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another faulty core identity? No. Okay. So first 7 years of your life, you created the belief. Well, your subconscious did. You absorbed the belief, I'm not good enough. So you had this. You had an experience which created, being spiritual requires forsaking everything else. And your subconscious mind's like, these go together. And then a tree was born. And every single time you had an emotional response, an intense emotion, your subconscious mind kept adding to this tree. And so, and then you had a set of dice, a set D&D dice. So all is lost. I'm not good enough. I don't feel wanted. Well, that's because I'm not good enough. I'm confused about my choices because I'm not good enough. Do you see how everything kind of makes sense? Yes. Don't worry. We're going to be chopping this tree down, and then you won't have to think about this tree ever again. But first we got to find the fuel source, or it will come back, and we don't want that. It will be like a weed. So at this time, if anybody resonates with any of the imbalances, the trapped emotions or the imbalances, go ahead and set the intention it gets released from you as well. Okay? So are there any trapped emotions associated with this belief tree? Yes. Self-abuse. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of self-abuse. Did you release a trapped emotion of self-abuse? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Jealousy. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of jealousy. Did you release a trapped emotion of jealousy? Yes, I got goosebumps. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Anxiety. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release a trapped emotion of anxiety. Did you release a trapped emotion of anxiety? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Self-abuse. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of self-abuse. Did you release a trapped emotion of self-abuse? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? No. Is there an imbalance associated with this tree? No. All right. Now someone is calling me. Okay. If it's out, I apologize. All right. So get your axes ready, your chainsaw, your machete. It is time to chop this tree. Let's begin. I set the intention to release the negative program. I'm confused about my choices. I am damned. They don't deserve to be forgiven. Success will make me a bad person. Release the limiting beliefs. All is lost. I don't feel wanted. Whoa. I am unable to know what is right for me. Release the faulty core belief. Being spiritual requires forsaking everything else. Release the faulty core identity. I am not good enough. Woo! Did you release this belief tree? Yes. Now we have a gap. We got to fill it. Do we need positive statements? No. Can we defrag? Yes. I set the intention to release the subconscious gap and defrag. Did you release the subconscious gap and defrag? Yes. Do you have a faulty core belief in regards to life feeling hard, a burden, and overwhelmed by life? No. And we're disconnected. How do you feel? All right. Moving my subconscious mind aside, welcoming my Myshellrona over here, and we're locked on and connected. All right. So do you have a faulty core belief system in regards to insomnia, self-esteem issues, and shame? Yes. Can you work on this now? Yes. All right. What kind of tree are we working with? Okay, so this is a belief system. This is a basic belief system. So we have all the layers. All the layers. You got the branches, the trunk, the roots, and maybe the soil. Okay, so negative program are the branches. This is your conscious mind. They may manifest as thoughts or behaviors. So let's go ahead and get started. What are the negative programs? Survival. So this is the root chakra. Victim. I'm wrong about everything. Me too, Rabra. I am wrong about everything. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Okay. Survival. We're still in the root chakra. Victim. I am easily triggered. I am easily triggered. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Survival. Worth. I am not important enough to have my needs met. I am not important enough to have my needs met. This is a good treat. I'm glad we're working on this because I feel like this is gonna be a juicy tree. So, do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. So we're still in the conscious mind and we're still in the root chakra. Codependency. Seven, I am easily influenced and confused. I am easily influenced and confused. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? No. Is there a limiting belief? Yes. Okay. We passed on to the next level. We are now in the trunk of the tree. This is your subconscious mind. So we're getting deeper into your mind. You may resonate with these, you may not. Again, sometimes we have to see the full tree to be like, oh, I see it. So you may not resonate with these like in thoughts, maybe actions, behaviors, or maybe you do resonate. Have a good one, Bryce. Maybe you do resonate with these with thoughts. So what are the limiting beliefs? Power. We're now in the solar plexus chakra. Strength. I am unable to carry on. So maybe like, this is too hard, I give up on this task, or I give up on trying to improve myself, better myself, or trying something new and so forth. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the Knights of the Cornbread VIP edition. Become the cornbread, protect the cornbread, consume the cornbread. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna check out, but sometimes you're just like, I'm tapped out, like whatever. I'm just gonna go back to the way things used to be. Thank you, Spaghetti. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? Yes. Power. Strength. I have to give my power away. I have to give my power away. This can be boundaries. This can be, I can think of like having an argument with someone and just being like, you know what, fine, whatever. Or maybe don't speak up for yourself. There's a lot of ways to interpret this one. Thank you for subscribing, Bryce. Welcome to the Knights of the Cornbread community. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? Yes. Power. Strength. I am unable to know what is right for me. I am unable to know what is right for me. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? No. Is there a faulty core belief? Yes. So we're at the roots. Usually it's just one statement that kind of created everything. So what is the faulty core belief? We're back to the root chakra. Survival. Worth. Nobody loves me. All right. Well, I'm glad we're getting rid of this tree because that is false. So do you need to know more? No. Hey, Mary. Is there another faulty core belief? No. Is there a faulty core identity? Yes. You welcome this the first 7 years of your life. So you had no ability to reason when you saw something, experienced something, or someone told you something, you believed it. That is truth. That is how life works. So let's find out what this is. Survival. Victim. They don't listen to me. They don't listen to me. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another faulty core identity? No. So something happened in the first 7 years of your life where your subconscious mind made an association with an event that meant they don't listen to me. So it was just a single belief. Then you had an experience. And so now you had this new energy, this new experience, and your subconscious mind was like, huh, is this new or is this related to something? This is kind of related to the nobody listens to me. The nobody loves me is related to nobody listens to me. And so it paired up with that. So every time you had an experience, an emotional experience, your subconscious mind looked at it like, what limiting belief or what system would this benefit? What does it feel like? What does it, what is it related to? And it kept building. So the main one is they don't listen to me. I'm unable to know what is right for me because nobody loves me and nobody listens to me. I am wrong about everything because nobody loves me and nobody listens to me. I am easily influenced and confused because nobody listens to me. I'm unable to carry on because nobody listens to me, nobody loves me. I have to give away my power because nobody listens to me, nobody loves me. So you can kind of see that they almost are related to each other in some way. So before we can destroy this tree, chop it down, release it, burn it, do whatever you want with it, we have to find the fuel source or it will come back. I don't want this coming back. So let's identify everything. Now, anybody watching at this point, if you resonate with any of the things that are uncovered, you can release this as well. Okay. So let's start with the trapped emotions. So these trapped emotions, these are yours. So are there trapped emotions associated with this belief system? Yes. Can you release this now? Yes. Grief. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of grief. Did you release the trapped emotion of grief? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Rejection. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of rejection. Did you release the trapped emotion of rejection? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Humiliation. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of humiliation. Did you release a trapped emotion of humiliation? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. All right, let's get rid of this stuff. Stubbornness. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of stubbornness. Did you release the trapped emotion of stubbornness? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? No. So your trapped emotions are done. So now I'm going to find out, are there any other associated imbalances fueling this tree? Yes. Energy, mental, and a will to. You're willing to do something and it's not good. So it's not like, ooh, yes, I'm going to do something. No, 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 no. So a will to energy is created during a time of sadness, hopelessness, being overwhelmed with life or physical pain. And you thought something was so much intensity that you got your mind's attention. So it grabbed it, ran away with it, and it became part of your personality. These are very harsh because they are worst case scenario. So we get one of the ones that are a little sassy. I will give other ways of looking at it to kind of help you out. So, a will to seek love, recognition from the outside or others. So do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the will to seek love, recognition from the outside or others. Did you release the will to seek love, recognition from the outside or others? Yes. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Thank you, spaghetti. Energy, post-traumatic, and a physical trauma. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the physical trauma. I felt that in my chest. Did you release the physical trauma? Yes. Is there another imbalance? No. It is time to chop this tree. So are you ready? I'm ready to chop this tree. Let's begin. Everybody get your axes ready, machetes. Let's begin. Rah-rah's ready. Rah-rah's ready. So I set the intention to release a negative program. I am wrong about everything. I am easily triggered. I am not important enough to have my needs met. I am easily influenced and confused. Release the limiting beliefs. I am unable to carry on. I have to give my power away. I am unable to know what is right for me. Release the faulty core belief, nobody loves me. Release the faulty core identity, they don't listen to me. Whew. Did you release this belief system? Yes. Now we have a gap. We got to fill it or you're going to feel very weird and we don't want that. You're going to feel lost and like empty. We don't want that. So to fill this subconscious gap, do we need positive statements? No. Can we just defrag? Yes. So we're just going to fill it up. I set the intention to release the subconscious gap and defrag. Did you release the subconscious gap and defrag? Yes. Do you have a faulty core belief system in regards to insomnia, contributing to self-esteem and shame? No, and we're disconnected. Myshellrona, how do you feel? How does everybody else feel? Spaghetti, Eddie. Moving my subconscious mind aside, welcoming yours over here, and we're locked on and connected. Spaghetti. Do you have any blocks or imbalances of the highest priority you can release right now? Yes. Okay. Misalignment. Meridian. Main meridian. Your left liver meridian. And for anybody who's not familiar, thank you. And for anybody who's not familiar with meridians, they are your energetic veins or arteries of your energetic system. The energy gets dispersed throughout the body. So it's very similar to your veins where blood gets dispersed. Same thing with the energetic body. So the liver meridian has its own set of symptoms to get your attention. So it'd be like, hey, fix me, please. Make me happy again. And these include trouble detoxing, craving alcohol and greasy foods, violent temper, intense throbbing headaches, fatigue, female hormonal or menstrual issues, dizziness, dry, blurry eyes, and it also generates the following emotions. These could be your go-to emotions, your favorite emotions. One of them used to be my favorite emotion. So anger, bitterness, guilt, hatred, resentment, depression, frustration, indecisiveness, panic, and taken for granted. You may dabble with a couple of them, maybe you have all of them. It's your liver meridian. So do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Energy. Mental. They sound like a summary of your life. Reset that liver meridian, okay? When we get to it. A will to. Spaghetti's like, I'll take some of that. I'm going to co-sign for this, and we don't want that. A will to energy is created during a time of sadness, hopelessness, feeling overwhelmed with life or physical pain, and you say something with so much intensity, you're just fed up and overwhelmed, and you get your mind's attention, and it grabs it. It's like, I'll take this off your hands. I think you want this because you're so passionate about it, and it becomes part of your personality. So let's find out what it is. Again, they're sassy. Oh, do not get on Spaghetti's bad side, because Spaghetti is willing to take revenge. Watch your tires, lock your doors. So taking revenge can mean, there's so many things that this can mean. It could be something so crazy as slashing tires, or something so innocent where you text someone, they take an hour to respond to you, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna wait 2 hours to respond. That is revenge. That is revenge. So I don't know if you slash tires, good for you. No judgment here, Spaghetti. So do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Energy. Mental. A no will to. You're like, I'm not co-signing for this. I'm not going to acknowledge it. It does not exist. Same way, created from just like the will to, same way. No will to share. Spaghetti's not going to share her feelings, share her space, her time. Definitely not going to share her food. No, no, no. You want fries? Order your own type of thing. So you're not willing to share your opinion, share feelings, and so forth. So there's something you're just not willing to do. You're like, I don't. It's not for me. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Energy. Post-traumatic. And a physical emotional shock. So. Physical emotional shock means you saw something, or someone said something to you, and it was so shocking that you felt physically ill. It was almost like someone punched you in the gut. How old are you? So this can be, September 11th, when you may have been too young for that. Or like when a celebrity passes away, COVID, when that happened. And, it was just so shocking how the world froze, and you're just like, oh my gosh, like, what's going on? Let's find out the age. So before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 25, no. 21 years old. So around 21 years old, 20, 21, or 22 years old, something happened where it was so shocking that it physically hurt you. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. All right. I see you, spaghetti. Energy, mental, and a will to. So now you're willing to do something. Hide true self. Hide true self. This can be in general, specific groups of people, maybe your friends and family. You're like, yeah, this is me, but everybody else, you're just like, I'm not letting you in. And that can be contributing to the no will to share. So those can kind of be besties. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? No. All right. If anybody resonated with any of these blocks or imbalances, go ahead and set the intention. It gets released from you as well, and you can get in on this secondhand healing. Let's begin. I set the intention to release the will to hide true self, release the physical emotional shock, release the no will to share, release the will to take revenge, reset and balance the left liver meridian. Did you reset and balance the left liver meridian? Yes. Do you have any other blocks or imbalances of the highest priority you can release right now? No. All right. So how do you feel? Round 1 complete. All right. Now we're going to do the belief code. So do you have a faulty core belief contributing to fear and anxiety? Yes. Can you release this now? Yes. So what kind of tree are we working with? Is this a basic? It is a basic. That was intense. Awesome. Uh-oh, I'm running out of juice in my pen. Okay, so we have a basic tree, has all the layers. Branches, trunk, roots, probably soil. Everybody's had soil. So the whole tree. We got to start with the conscious mind. We can't go unconscious right away. We have to sweet talk your mind. Be like, hey, how you doing? And then it will let us proceed to each level once we have completed the tasks. Solve the riddle, you can say. So negative programs are the branches. This is your conscious mind. You may see these as thoughts, behaviors, and then some. So let's begin. What are the negative programs? Survival, we're in the root chakra. Codependency. I need others to let me help them. I need others to let me help them. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Passion, sacral chakra. Trust. I can't trust anyone. I can't trust anyone. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Power, solar plexus. We're just going from the root up. Strength. I fear others misusing their power. I fear others misusing their power. Ain't that the truth? Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. And we're back to the root chakra. Sabotage. Everyone ignores me. Everyone ignores me. One person, a group of people, and so forth. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? No. Is there a limiting belief? Yes. So we are at the trunk. Now we're in the subconscious mind. We were granted access to the mind. We solved the riddle of the negative programs, and now we are in the limiting beliefs. So what are these? Survival, control, I can't accept this circumstance. I can't accept this circumstance. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? Yes. Survival. Safety. The worst is going to happen. The worst is going to happen. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? Yes. All right. Back to survival, the root chakra. Worth. I am inferior to others. I am inferior to others. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? No. Is there a faulty core belief? Yes. So we're at the roots. This is one of the original statements that kind of fuels the tree. And we're in the unconscious mind right now. So survival, worth, I am inferior to others. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another faulty core belief? No. Is there a faulty core identity? Yes. So you absorb this for 7 years of your life and you saw it as true. Your subconscious mind was like a sponge trying to form assumptions and conclusions about the world. So it saw everything as this is how life works. So let's find out what this is. Survival, victim, I am a victim. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another faulty core identity? No. So let's look at this tree. Something happened the first 7 years of your life where your subconscious mind formed the conclusion that you are a victim. I'm a victim. And so then you had another experience and it created I am inferior to others. Why? Because you're a victim. So if we're really looking at this tree, what your subconscious mind felt like these other statements were related to I am a victim, so I need others to let me help them because I'm a victim and I'm inferior to others, so I have to show my worth to help other people. I can't trust anyone. Everyone ignores me because I'm a victim. The worst is going to happen because I'm a victim. So they're all very related to like like you find yourself in situations where you are a victim. People are treating you awful. It's because of this faulty core identity of I'm a victim. This is a good tree to chop down, burn, and get rid of. Oh my gosh. So, but before we do that, we have to identify the fuel source or it will come back, and we don't want that. So we're gonna start with the trapped emotions. So are there any trapped emotions associated with this belief tree? Yes. Anxiety. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of anxiety. Did you release a trapped emotion of anxiety? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Anger. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of anger. Woo! Did you release a trapped emotion of anger? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Unsupported. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of unsupported. Did you release a trapped emotion of unsupported? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? No. Are there any associated imbalances? Yes. Energy. Mental. And a will to. Thank you for the rose. So you're willing to sabotage self. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the will to sabotage self. Did you release the will to sabotage self? Yes. Is there another imbalance? No. My favorite part. It is time to chop that tree. Are you ready, spaghetti? I'm ready. I know Rara's ready. Rara's always ready to chop a tree down. All right, let's begin. I set the intention to release the negative programs. I need others to let me help them. I can't trust anyone. I fear others misusing their power. Everyone ignores me. Release a limiting belief. I can't accept this circumstance. The worst is going to happen. I am inferior to others. Release a faulty core belief. I am inferior to others. Release the faulty core identity. I am a victim. Did you release this belief system? Yes. All right, you have a gap now. We got to fill it or you're going to feel wonky. So it hit home in an insane way. Good. This is going to impact your life in so many ways. I'm so excited to hear updates from you. So do we need positive statements? No. Can we just defrag? Yes. So I set the intention to release a subconscious gap and defrag. Did you release a subconscious gap and defrag? Yes. Do you have a faulty core belief system in regards to fear and anxiety? No. And we're disconnected. How do you feel? Marlene, let's do this. And heart balls can be a little juicy, a little emotional. So healers beware. So moving my subconscious mind aside, welcoming Marlene over here, and we are locked on and connected. So do you have a heart wall? Yes. Do you have a trapped emotion in your heart wall? I have the release burps. Sorry. The releasing is a beautiful thing. Okay, and considering listen, Christine, highly recommend it. Do it. It is a game changer. Also, are you part of the practitioner education program? If not, I recommend that as well. Because you do like brain circuitry and then you learn about like anchor points and stuff. And it's like continual training that is absolutely amazing. Bryce, this time we're working on a heart wall. Okay, so Marlene, do you have a heart wall? Yes. Do you have a trapped emotion in your heart wall you can release right now? Yes. Grief. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, no. After 25, no. 20, 21. So around 21 years old, you experience grief. 20, 21, or 22 years old. You're very welcome. So this can be a passing of someone, an ending, maybe a breakup, or something you're really looking forward to that just didn't work out. So do you need to know more? No. Let's release this. I set the intention to release the heart wall trapped emotion of grief. Did you release the heart wall trapped emotion of grief? Yes. Do you have a heart wall? Yes. Do you have a trapped emotion in your heart wall you can release right now? Yes. Grief. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, no. After 25, yes. 25, 26, 27 years old. Grief. Around 27. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion, the heart wall trapped emotion of grief. Did you release the heart wall trapped emotion of grief? Yes. Do you have a heart wall? Yes. Do you have a trapped emotion in your heart wall you can release right now? Yes. Rejection. Before 20, yes. Before 10, no. After 10, yes. After 15, yes. 15, 16, 17. Rejection around 17. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion, heart wall trapped emotion of rejection. Did you release the heart wall trapped emotion of rejection? Yes. Is there, do you have a heart wall? Yes. Do you have a trapped emotion in your heart wall you can release right now? Yes. Sadness. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, yes. After 40, no. After 35, no. 30, 31, 32 years old. Sadness around 32. Do you need to know more? No. Let's release it. I set the intention to release the heart wall trapped emotion of sadness. Did you release the heart wall trapped emotion of sadness? Yes, you did. I am sweating over here. Do you have a heart wall? Yes. Do you have a trapped emotion in your heart wall you can release right now? Yes, let's go. Confusion. Just a little bit of confusion. Before 20, yes. Before 10, no. After 10, yes. After 15, yes. 15, 16, 17. Yeah. I think we can all resonate with that one. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the heart wall trapped emotion of confusion. Did you release the heart wall trapped emotion of confusion? Yes. Do you have a heart wall? Yes. Do you have a trapped emotion in your heart wall you can release right now? No. Okay, we're disconnected. So 5 heart wall trapped emotions. That's huge. You're going to notice a huge difference, okay? You still have a heart wall. Sometimes it can resolve on its own, or maybe you need to check up on it later on, but your subconscious mind's like, oh, we can't remove everything now. And that's okay. It took me 3 different sessions to release mine. But how are you feeling? J-Mag, are you ready to chop some trees down? I'm ready. All right, so moving my subconscious mind aside, welcoming you over here, J-Mag, and we're locked on and connected. So do you have a faulty core belief system in regards to love? Yes. Can you work on this now? Yes. Hey, Ashley. All right, what kind of tree we're working with? It is a basic tree, all layers, all levels. We have to start with the conscious mind and sweet talk our way to the unconscious mind. We just can't go straight unconscious. So the negative programs is your conscious mind. These are the branches of the tree. You may resonate with these. You'd be like, yeah, I thought that statement a couple of times, or it may be your behaviors or the emotion behind it. So let's go ahead and find this out. There's about to be a WWE fight behind me between my 2 cats. So if you hear screaming, thumping, it's them. They're fine. So what are the negative programs? Survival, worth. So we're in the root chakra. I am not good enough. I am not good enough. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Kitties came to me. Oh yeah, they're like, oh hey, J-Max here. Hey, what's up? Yeah, they're literally hanging out. Okay. Survival. Codependency. I feel used. I feel used. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Love. Others. So we're in the heart chakra. I need to prove myself to have the love of others. No, you don't. Whoops. This is good. I need to prove myself to have the love of others. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Back to love. Others. People don't like me. People don't like me. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. I'll get back to you, Bryce. Survival. Sabotage. Everyone hates me. I do not like this tree. I do not like it. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? No. Thank you, Mike. Is there is there a negative program? No. Is there a limiting belief? Yes. So we collected everything in the conscious mind, the branches. So we now move to the next level of your subconscious mind, the trunk of the tree. So what are the limiting beliefs? Survival, control, I can't accept this circumstance. I can't accept this circumstance. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? Yes. Survival. Sabotage. Everyone ignores me. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? Yes. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Survival. Safety. I don't feel safe expressing myself. I don't feel safe expressing myself. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? No. Is there a faulty core belief? Yes. So we're at the root of the tree. This is usually one statement that fueled the whole tree. So let's find out what this one is. Survival. Worth. I am not needed. I am not needed. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another faulty core belief? No. Is there a faulty core identity? Yes. So this was absorbed the first 7 years of your life. So your subconscious mind, you had an experience, you witnessed something, someone said something to you, and you believe this to be true. Your subconscious mind's like, yes, this is how life works. And it ran with it. So this created everything, this whole belief system. And this is love, feelings, love makes you vulnerable. Love makes you vulnerable. All right. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another faulty core identity? No. Okay. What a tree. What a tree. I'm going to enjoy chopping this down. So first 7 years of your life, something happened where you formed the conclusion, your mind formed the conclusion, love makes you vulnerable, which created, I'm not needed. And then you had different experiences through your life that your subconscious mind added to it. It's like, yes, this resonates with this resonates with this. So I feel used because I'm not needed. Love makes you vulnerable. I need to prove myself to have the love of others because I'm not needed and love is vulnerable. Very sassy tree. So let's find the fuel source so we can chop it up. So we're going to start with the trapped emotions. So these are yours. Okay. So are there any trapped emotions fueling this belief system? Yes. Anxiety. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of anxiety. Did you release a trapped emotion of anxiety? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Thank you, Dory. Heartache. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of heartache. Did you release a trapped emotion of heartache? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Grief. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of grief. Woo! Did you release a trapped emotion of grief? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Stubbornness. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of stubbornness. Thank you, Dory. Did you release the trapped emotion of stubbornness? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Rejection. Do you need to know more? I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of rejection. Did you release a trapped emotion of rejection? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? No. So let's see if there's any imbalances. So are there any imbalances associated with this tree? No. All right. It is time to chop that tree. Get your axes ready. So let's go ahead and begin. I set the intention to release the negative programs. I am not good enough. I feel used. I need to prove myself to have the love of others. People don't like me. Everyone hates me. Release the limiting beliefs. I can't accept this circumstance. Everyone ignores me. I don't feel safe expressing myself. Release the faulty core belief. I am not needed. Release the faulty core identity. Love makes you vulnerable. Woo! Did you release this tree? Yes. Now we have a gap. We got to fill it up. So do we fill it with positive statements? No. Do we just defrag? Yes. I set the intention to release the subconscious gap and defrag. Did you release the subconscious gap and defrag? Yes. Do you have a faulty core belief system in regards to love? No. And we're disconnected. How do you feel? SimplyShawna. Moving my subconscious mind aside, welcoming yours over here, and we're locked on and connected. So do you have a faulty core belief system in regards to money and health issues? Yes. Okay. So they do. There is a tree that has both. Can you release this now? Yes. So what kind of tree is this? It is a basic tree. It has all the layers. So negative programs we're going to start with, those are the branches. So this is your conscious mind. You may resonate with these. Be like, oh yeah, I believe that to be true. Or I had those statements in my head, thought those thoughts. All right. So what are the negative programs? Love, self, I am not lovable. I am not lovable. Do not like that one. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Power. Strength. I can't claim my power. I can't claim my power. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Power. Effort. No one will help me. No one will help me. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Power. Strength. I'll never achieve anything. I'll never achieve anything. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? No. Is there a limiting belief? Yes. Okay. So we've collected everything from the conscious mind, and now we were granted passage to your subconscious mind, the limiting beliefs. So let's go ahead and find out what these are. Communication, awareness, I am afraid to know myself. I am afraid to know myself. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? Yes. Survival, worth, I am not important enough to have my needs met. Ooh. I am not important enough to have my needs met. Woo! Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? Yes. Power, strength, I am afraid of my power. I am afraid of my power. Not anymore. After this, not anymore. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? No. Is there a faulty core belief? Yes. So this is the root of the tree. So usually one statement: survival, worth, I am wrong. I am wrong. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another faulty core belief? No. Is there a faulty core identity? Yes. You absorb this the first 7 years of your life. And it's interesting because it doesn't necessarily have to be a major event. It could have been something so innocent that someone said to us, or you saw us said to you. Or, you saw parents fighting about money and you're like, wow, this money thing is bad. I don't want anything to do with it. And as adults, we'd be like, oh yeah, people fighting about money. Times are tough. The economy is this, hi that. Hi Strider, how are you? And so forth. We have the ability to reason. So what is this faulty core identity? Love, feelings, love must be earned. Do you need to know more? No. Is there a faulty core identity? No. So love can be abundance because really it can be anything. So you can fit anything there. So love must be earned. And so creating this, it kind of built the foundation of this tree. I'm not lovable because love must be earned. I can't claim my power because love must be earned. So I'm afraid to know myself because I'm wrong, and love must be earned. So you could see how this tree the statements kind of resonate with each other. I've been good. I've been really good. Just working. All right. So we identified the tree. Yeah, they do. Yes. So let's find the fuel source so we can chop it down. So are there any trapped emotions associated with this belief system? Yes. Heartache. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of heartache. Did you release the trapped emotion of heartache? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Rejection. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of rejection. Did you release the trapped emotion of rejection? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Crying. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of crying. Did you release the trapped emotion of crying? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Abandonment. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of abandonment. Woo, that was a good one. Did you release the trapped emotion of abandonment? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? No. Is there another imbalance? No. All right, awesome. Are you ready to chop this tree? I'm ready. So it is time to chop that tree. Get your axe, your machete, chainsaw, your preference, and let's begin and chop this tree. I set the intention to release the negative program. I am not lovable. I can't claim my power. No one will help me. I'll never achieve anything. Release the limiting beliefs. I am afraid to know myself. I am not important enough to have my needs met. I'm afraid of my power. Release the faulty core belief. I am wrong. Release the faulty core identity. Love must be earned. Woo! Did you release this tree? Yes. So many goosebumps. Yeah, that was a good one. So we have a gap. We got to fill it. What are we going to fill it with? Do we need positive statements? No. Can we just defrag? Yes. I set the intention to release the subconscious gap and defrag. Did you release the subconscious gap and defrag? Yes. Do you have a faulty core belief in regards to money and health issues? No. And we're disconnected. How do you feel? Moving my subconscious mind aside, welcoming sharing seeds of gold over here, locked on and connected. Let's begin. Do you have a faulty core belief system in regards to love and money? Yes. Can you release this now? Yes. So, what kind of tree are we working with? We got to find out what tree. So it is a basic, partial, parallel. No, it is a basic tree. All the layers. Negative programs. Before we can go to the unconscious, we must go through the doorways of the mind, and we start with the conscious mind. So you may be more aware of these statements. So what are the negative programs? Insight. We're in the third eye. Insight. Okay, there it goes. Boundaries. I have no boundaries. I have no boundaries. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Communication. So we're in the throat chakra. Awareness. I don't know what is going on. I don't know what is going on. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Divine. Crown chakra. Success. I'll never be successful. I'll never be successful. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Survival. Codependency. I feel used. I feel used. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? No. Is there a limiting belief? Yes. All right. Now we have access to the subconscious mind. So this is the trunk of the tree. Love. Others. I need to steal energy from others to survive. Woo! I need to steal energy from others to survive. And it doesn't mean you're like stealing, but maybe relying on other people in order to survive. Maybe you don't feel like you can do things on your own. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? Yes. Divine. Crown. Success. My dreams are dead. My dreams are dead. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? No. Is there a faulty core belief? Yes. We have passage into the unconscious mind. We're at the roots of the tree. Survival. Worth. I am not good enough. Not good enough. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another faulty core belief? No. Is there a faulty core identity? Yes. First 7 years of your life, you're just welcoming everything in. No conclusions. You're like, truth, truth, truth. So let's find out what this is. Survival. Worth. Worth. Come on. I am a burden to others. Hello. I am a burden to others. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another faulty core identity? No. Okay. We have identified the tree. The subconscious is very intelligent but messy. How it makes associations with things, the mind is so complex. We may look at it as messy, but it's like it is organized. Don't mess with it. So, looking at this tree, first 7 years of your life, somehow, some way, a major experience, a small innocent experience, your subconscious mind formed the belief, I am a burden to others. Maybe you have siblings. Siblings are like the biggest, are known to create these things. So then you had another experience, an emotional experience, and your mind was looking at this experience as like, is this related to something or is it new? And it was like, it is related to I'm a burden to others. So the I'm not good enough feeling is related to I'm a burden to others. And then you started having more experiences and your mind was like trying to understand this world and adding more beliefs. So I need to steal energy from others to survive because I'm a burden to others and I am not good enough. I have no boundaries because I am not good enough and I am a burden to others. I feel used because I am not good enough. I will never be successful because I am not good enough. So you can see how this tree, how these statements relate to each other in some way. So let's find the fuel source so we can chop it down. Hey, Tommy, what's up? All right, so are there any trapped emotions fueling this belief system? Yes. Abandonment. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of abandonment. Did you release a trapped emotion of abandonment? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Failure. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of failure. Did you release a trapped emotion of failure? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Guilt. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of guilt. Did you release a trapped emotion of guilt? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? No. Is there any other imbalances? Yes. Energy. Emotional. Trapped emotion. Inherited trapped emotion. Heartache. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the inherited trapped emotion of heartache. Did you release the inherited trapped emotion of heartache? Yes. Is there another imbalance? No. Let's chop this tree. All right, let's go ahead and get your axes out. We need to burn this tree as well. We're going to chop it. We're going to burn it. This tree ain't coming back. So let's go ahead and chop this tree. Let's begin. I set the intention to release the negative programs. I have no boundaries. I don't know what is going on. I'll never be successful. I feel used. Release the limiting beliefs. I need to steal energy from others to survive. My dreams are dead. Release the faulty core belief. I am not good enough. Release the faulty core identity. I am a burden to others. Did you release this tree? Yes. All right, we have a gap, we got to fill it. How do we need to fill it? Subconscious. Do we need positive statements? No. Can we defrag? Yes. I set the intention to release the subconscious gap and defrag. Did you release the subconscious gap and defrag? Yes. Do you have a faulty core belief system in regards to money and love? No. And we're disconnected. So how do you feel? A lot of trees were taken down today. It was a good day. I went all the way down to the archetype energy. So that's cool. I do offer one-on-one sessions. I have 30 minutes to an hour where these sessions are more interactive. So if you want to know more information, we can. If you want to know the ages for things, we can. We can actually have a conversation, and we keep going until you tap out, your subconscious taps out, or the time is up. We can release a lot of trees in that time, or any blocks or imbalances or trapped emotions. So if you do want to work with me, all my information is in the link in my bio at my website in the description. So you can just go to leveluphealing.net. All my information is on there. More information about the codes, Reiki, and about myself. So if you want to get to know me a little bit better and how I got into energy healing, all of that is on my website. Make sure you guys drink plenty of water, because whether you signed up and I was connected to you, or you were being the observer, you released some stuff, you need to hydrate. Hydration is key. So make sure you drink water. You may experience some processing, like all energy healing modalities. You may experience minor aches and pains, emotions may surface, upset stomach, fatigue, and feeling off. It's normal. We release that dense energy and your subtle body feels fantastic. It's like, yes, live in life, but your physical body is working with this time and space. It's very dense, so it needs time to process, to catch up with your subtle body. Be patient with yourself. Be nice. Don't be mad at me if you do experience those things. It is normal. Just be nice to yourself. There were a lot of heavy stuff that we released today. So I wouldn't be surprised if you guys just kind of feel a little off. But other than that, you guys are going to feel fantastic. Fantastic. I'm going to go and feed my animals right now because they are freaking out. But thank you guys so much. Thank you for the likes, the follows, the shares, the subscriptions. Thank you for all the gifts. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for being part of this amazing community, the Knights of the Cornbread. I always have a blast when I see you guys. You guys just bring something unique to this community, and I do appreciate you guys. So drink that water. Drink some water. Give me a glass of water. Be nice to yourselves. And I will try to come on here in the next, this weekend. I'll try to be on here this weekend. We'll see what happens. But I hope you guys have a phenomenal evening. And I will see you on the next